Yar! Ready to party. Here we go, guys. I have also, I think I'm going to join Ant on the fence in this one, Chance. No idea. Not a clue. Not a clue, son, how this one's going to go down.
I mean, that's fine. A lot of fence sitting on this one. I think that's pretty understandable as well, just because like LAG has had like a tale of two different like sort of stories through last stage and this one to where now they literally cannot win a hard point. So they're tough to predict. They're 0-3. They lost in London. And then Florida, I think they started off their stage getting 3-0'd twice. And everybody was like, well, that change didn't fix anything. But we've started to see the improvements. They got a big win over Boston. They look better. So yeah, I mean, flip a coin. Honestly, this is the ultimate coin toss series. So I respect the fence sitting, if nothing else.
Oh, it's going to be a fun one, whatever happens. Let's look at the season records for both of these teams before we get into the matchup. And right now, Chance, again, it's tight. It's very, very close. 7-12 Florida, 6-12 for the LA Guerrillas. When we're walking out of this one, those numbers will all be different. But it is comparable across the board. The major change, though, Chance, Florida Mutineers, hard point, not been particularly kind to them, let's say.
Well, it's been better. Granted, being better at being the worst in the game isn't saying too much, but it has been better. The respawn does look better with the adjustments they have. Brack back in the mix. He has a little bit more slang than some other players that have been on this roster in the past. And like guys like Fellow have looked great. Capsule, we have seen him when he's at his best, has that slang pop-off potential. That being said, I don't know exactly how much better, but LAG will be a pretty fun team to watch him to play against because LAG have not won a single hard point in this stage. So if they can take one down against Florida, then I think the expectation would be both these teams towards the bottom.
Isn't that absurd though? All the way back to Raleigh. Cast your mind back to Major 1. The Los Angeles Guerrillas Academy team came out and stunned the Call of Duty world by being, quite frankly, the best hardpoint team we had ever seen. LAG pick up the roster pretty much full time. RCT's the only surviving member there. They still look strong in the hardpoint. Now, not to have won a single one this split, absolutely outstanding. This stage has not been kind to the LAG so far. Can they turn that around right here, right now? Florida Mutineers, get off your phone, Havoc. It's game time, baby.
Nah, he's just looking up strats. He's not ordering food. He's looking at the game plan, how you want to play against LAG and the respawns. I will say, I don't have any data to back this up whatsoever, but historically, I feel like in Call of Duty, a lot of like challengers teams or amateur team from back in the day, like right at the start of the year, figure things out that are great, but just like struggle. Like they figure out the game mode, then the pro teams pick up on it, and then the pro teams start smacking them around. I think LAG may be feeling that kind of pain.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it. Let's have a quick look at some of the fun and games that Florida Mutineers have had this run so far. Again, not a lot of hard point victories, but when they do win one, oh, let me tell you, ladies and gents, it's over for the rest of this league. Florida Mutineers indeed have had a very fun run. We'll see if the additions of Capsidal and Fellow can keep the squad looking fighting fit, keep them in form. As we know, the pull-ups are all good. They're all fine so far, Chance. But again, Search and Destroy was their shining crown jewel of the team's entire sort of season. A little shaky at the moment.
I think that is like the truly scary thing for like the roster, right? Of like they always had that back pocket 2-3-5 sort of potential because they were one of the best search and destroy teams in the game. But now it's going to be a bit of a struggle. We don't exactly know how big of a hit they're going to take in the game mode, and we don't know enough if their respawn will get like better enough to make up for what they're losing in the 2-5. So just a lot of work to be done for this team, but obviously they've been getting better as the stage has gone on.
They have indeed. Well, the stage itself has been very up and down, very exciting for the Florida Mutineers as we see how they got to this point in our final week of qualifiers. This is the road to the major. Two big losses there to the FaZe and Subliners. That was a clean 3-0. Then massive turnaround, 3-1 victory over Breach. And then the shoes back on the other foot, 3-1 loss there to Surge. Now, though, against Guerrillas, they're able to go 2-3 overall. It would be ideal for them. Again, looking at the tiebreaker scenarios, depending on how this series goes, that, for me, is the scary part. Not because I have to do the math, but because it could change the way that the league looks already. Crazy thinking about that going into Major 3.
And then even like truly, as we take a look at the Major 3 standings, there is just potential sort of all over the board. The tiebreak potential all over the place. The number of teams that are truly on the bubble. Like either one of these teams that wins this next series will inject themselves into the bubble conversation. Either Florida end up 2-3 and you're looking at the tie breaks, or LAG will have the opportunity in their next series to go 2-3 and maybe get tied up with Vegas Legion, depending on what happens tomorrow. So a lot of funny business, and obviously teams like LAT, New York Subliners, and even OpTic, not safe. I mean, in theory, could lose their next two series. So a lot of tiebreakers out and abound. Obviously, you don't want to have to hope for these things, but for these two teams, hope is about all they got until this one.
Mate, rebellions are built on hope. So, our tournament runs at majors in the Call of Duty world. Here we go, boys and girls. Sunscreen on. Maybe bring a hat, and I hope you brought some kind of flotation device. We're going to HyDra.
And this is the graphic, Miles, that I'm telling you. Historically in Call of Duty, there are like amateur players or challengers teams or whatever you want to call them that figure out the game before the pros and sort of set the scene. But as the pros develop and learn how to play the game mode and even learn from teams like LAG in the past, eventually they just get left in the dust. So I think LAG, this is like the stage, honestly. They need to be scared to not get left in the dust. They need to start getting some hardpoint wins.
Hardpoint wins, CDL points as well. Champs is not that far away, boys and girls. Let's get into the hardpoint though. Exceed and Thieves, they're the players to find themselves that opening time. Havoc does what he can. His teammates are on the pinch as the Mutineers living up to the name. Out of the water they find their way towards that point, and so far not going to help them tremendously. Hardpoint still now back and forth between both teams. Eyes on that right hand side of the minimap for P2. So far all good, LAG.
Yeah, Cello trying to soak from one of the only safe spots in the actual hardpoint. Meanwhile, you got Havoc working on a route, doesn't get heard coming out of the water, and maybe an opportunity to make a play because he's got help. Actually, his teammates are flying through dome. Havoc trying to stay alive and do the dance under the water while his teammates are attempting to put the pressure on that side of the map, but no moves there. LAG clears nearly every single player out and nice and secure on the P2 rotation.
Looking to see where these spawns arrive. There they go. So all good for LAG for now. Guns up, get ready for the party. The party is on its way. Assault's going to be the man in the feed to start things, and it's quite a slow game so far. I mean, that's exactly what you want if it's LAG. You've got full control. Arsty's playing in the water, gets brought down there by Brack now, and it's a close hard point hit. Here come the Mutineers with Thieves. Whoa, baby, finds himself one. His teammates pick up the rest of the kills. That is no problem, LAG.
Yeah, you also have RCDs already out on rotation. That's why players like Fellow are spawning out at old time, and honestly, you might want to fight the old time because it's 20 seconds, but you have Exceed and RCDs picking everybody apart, reading the spawns, and this is just bullying Florida on this rotation. Havoc once again in the water, maybe the only guy for the moment that can make a play, but LAG right now perfectly handling this map.
There so far. Not over yet. Mutineers, a couple of seconds towards ult, and now the human conga line as they charge their way through the front side of the hardpoint. Now, Arsty's still playing these water spots. I mean, he hasn't caught anyone yet, but there's the possibility for a lot of damage here. We'll even see Brack cross. There we go. Does get at least one out of it. Can't get Capsule as well, though. Now Mutineers close to the point. Find the kills. Oh, baby. Thieves, though, stays alive as long as he can. Not any more kills for him. These are good. Exceed should be able to keep this back line all safe. Allow the reinforcements to flood on through.
Yeah, it's looking like a little bit more swimming than killing in those moments, honestly, for both of these teams. But LAG certainly want to get these final 30 seconds. And Florida not super quick on the jump, and they end up just getting picked apart. I got Exceed trying to be the cleanup man for the last player, but it just spawns all over the place. If anyone has played on this hill, they will always spawn in the back. So Florida ended up getting the scrap time, but LAG ahead of the game. Once again, the first ones on rotation.
They are indeed. There's a lot of opportunity for contest here. Havoc does a little bit more than contest, finds a clean kill. No, Thieves though right at the back here. His feetsies will be a little wet from the water there. Chilling though. Brack doesn't read it. Havoc is here as well. Now he springs into the fight. Oh no, he dived into the water. He's cost himself, but wait! The pistol was in the hand from Havoc and he got that kill. Still, the hard point is still up for grabs. Oh, LAG now full control. Frontline pushed forward. Assault's on a tear. No problem for the Guerrillas.
And that's just not good awareness out of Florida right there, because Brack ends up basically just diving into death and hands Thieves attack to watch the back of the map. But I suppose on the rotation, Brack gets back towards the back, ends up gunning a couple players down, so making up for the previous mistake. Florida once again stuck in a spot where they end up having to fight for the scrap time, but getting enough to keep the game close.
That's enough. Salt and Thieves in the feed. Joe might be hitting hold. Screw it. I'm going in. My boys have got spawns for the new one. We're going to be fighting for this old time. I don't want to give anything away to the Mutineers. LAG playing with a tremendous amount of confidence right now. And Thieves, that guy, 11-6 so far. Good work out of him. The rest of his teammates all slaying as well. Assault there at the top of his team's board, 11-8. Great work, and that's going to be a lead now developing for the Guerrillas.
Oh, someone had the swimming cap on. There you go. He hits the route, go all the way towards the back. He actually crosses up Assault, who doesn't check it. So opportunity to make a play and at least picks up one kill. Does get traded, but you see over towards the Zenny Rock, a couple more Florida players are trying to get in the mix. But either way, 25 seconds have gone by. LAG has soaked up everything, and this has just been the tale of the game. Florida have been fighting for scrap. LAG have been on point for the rotations, and as soon as one team breaks and falls apart, that could be the difference maker, but it looks like Cap is going to deliver. No water routes necessary, just guns 3, barely get shot at.
That's great work. Into the hard point you go. You've got 15 seconds to soak here, important time, but also if you can keep the members of the LAG on that far left-hand side, oh, and lucky, son. Joe Thieves, assault, feeds wide open, Brack trying to hold them at bay. Good tags on Nastie. Able to get any more? No. Shots are there, but once again, it is Joe Thieves separating the pros from the Joe. Aha. As he keeps finding those kills.
And I feel like somewhere Pavlov is just salivating, right? The number of water routes that have been taken in this game already have conditioned Havoc to not hit a bullet because the water gunfights is awkward as you could ask for. Finally gets the cleanup kill, and Florida get 3 in the feed along the way. So for the first time pretty much all game, Florida win the rotation. They have the right side of the map, and finally they are in control of this game.
Finally, we see the Mutineers pedal to the metal. Here they go. Full sails. Swap the poop decks and let's get this thing moving. Havoc's still with that pistol. He might be able to get at least Nastie's here. As there's a lot of swimming, but this time we've got the swimming and the killing mixed in chance. Finally, an opportunity for the Mutineers to keep the lead going. Still controlling spawns. Havoc's alive. Nice bit of work, keeping the members of LAG off the point.
And I'd say this is the big moment, right? Florida, who have been off the back foot the entire game, have lost every single rotation, have just been forced in a situation where they have to fight for scrap, and they've done a great job of keeping it close. The tables have now turned. It is Florida's opportunity to try to run the score up, and LAG, good luck for this one. They're going to have to break through the P2.
Yeah, they're trying. Oh, nearly on a Joe there. Our point well and firmly in the hands of the Florida Mutineers for now. Trophies up. Tyler Fellow upstairs. He's top of the dome. He's doing what he can to rip heads there. Nastie's on the other flank. He's going to be a problem in a moment. Oh, he's been spotted. Here comes the snake off. Bang. Big win. Fellow. That side of the map all safe. Now eyes towards the front. And that's where Joe Thieves is coming. Here comes the pressure. Tags are there. Can't get any more. Assault from upstairs. Out to the point. No. Brack, stay alive. Get that time. Does manage to catch one. The second. Oh, great work, Mutineers.
I mean, all that work right there to try to break the hill, and I guess maybe the little bit of extra push towards the end is going to get the final 20, but this is exactly how the tables have turned. All that effort from LAG to fight just to get the scrap time, and once again on rotation. Now it's Florida's turn to attempt to get towards the back, but Havoc is in a bit of a pinch. Assault's going to take him down, and I think LAG might have done enough in that moment to stop the bleeding as Joe Thieves continues to have a blinder. 23 kills for the rookie.
My word. Giving a lot of fun. Alone in the hard point now. Let's see how much fun he can have here. A lot of pressure. Still here in the back line from the Mutineers. Nastie's a little bit of a slow one for him at 8 and 11. Surely he will turn that one around. Still a very close game here on HyDra. Now, we saw the first series of the day. The HyDra was, let's face it, a little bit one-sided. But for now, this one's neck and neck on the run forward. And again, it's Joe Thieves in the feed.
I mean, that is honestly absurd. 26 and 15 with a minute in the hill. Arcides is taking 20 total engagements. So less engagements than kills that Joe Thieves has. And obviously a minute less in the point. So 2 very different games being played by your main SMG and your main AR.
Hey, that's it, man. It's all about those roles. Try to learn as much about those as you can going into rank play, ladies and gents. Have it once again. Moving very, very well across the map, but it is just about a lead now developed for LAG. Hard point towards the bottom right-hand side of the map is now up. Here we go. And Fellow caught out on the sprint. Exceed is going to get this time, and he's got spawns.
And that would be the crucial mistake right there for the Mutineers. No one actually blocked. They're backing up to block the spawns, and all those players from LAG end up in the back, and now RCDs can hang out and do his job. Deep posted in the back of the map. L-Trigger, look for the Aaron kills, or maybe if Brack gets past it, RCDs can't climb the ladder. He's just going to get gunned down. And you talk about Mutineers making a mistake. Well, how about that? They take the hill right back.
That's a mechanical error. I've been there as well. It's a tough one. It's either jump or walk. Either or. You know, just don't press any buttons. You'll be absolutely fine. Tough one. Havoc, though, still looking to get the wrap towards Nu. He's making his way out there with just the right amount of time. His teammates are holding this one down. Oh, fight against Exceed. This is going to be important. He doesn't win it. For now, Florida, you have a bit of a lead. You do not have map control. Let's go for a listen in.
In the window of old, weak. He's front broken now. Assault. And one's ruins. I saw him in ruins. I spawned in the back. Talk to me.
I got one more ridge, I think.
Nice. I still need your guard rock. Nothing's peeking me.
Ruin's dead. I got two.
Nice. Hit front with me, Carson. Hit front with me. I'm shot on the deep right. Shot now.
Give it. Oh, one banana. Sorry.
He's gotta be toolbox. He's got me.
One time.
Joe.
Nice. Last guy's in the back. They're on the back. Stay up.
Nice.
I spawned in the
window.
back. I can kill
Exceed
spawn.
pushed out. He's on low river on us. Low river. Low
mid,
river
come on,
done. Nice. Good job. I spawned
Got him in the back.
out
Got him in the back.
deep.
Got him in the back.
One's mid, guys. One time, one mid.
One's left side time.
I'm
Left
hitting
side time.
window
Left side time.
Yo, pit. One's pit. Laying down pit. Watching his pit. Watching window from pit.
Pit got me. I can get this guy mid. McDonald
Pit got me,
double
pit, pit,
arches. I'll get him.
One shot from pit. One shot from
One's
pit.
pit.
You got me time back door. He's in
I
the
spawned
corner.
bananas, so following
Alright,
on
we want
you.
P2, boys.
I got you.
Think about P2 here.
Nice. I'm giving out the banana spawn.
Time weak.
Nice, they're spawning servers. They're spawning servers.
Where
Watch
at?
every time. I'm playing
Behind
Jin.
Jen.
Okay, I'm getting top
I have
right
all of
now.
Ocean,
Be close
okay?
left. Stop behind Jen.
I'm getting top
Right
right now.
I have all of Ocean. They're spawning servers.
Another one. One shot flat on you. Weak. Weak code. I'm one shot, bro. I'm one shot.
I shouldn't have shot. He's one shot now.
I'm
Absolutely.
looking.
Florida Mutineers chance. Exceptionally calm, exceptionally chill communication.
Sure. That is the most positive way to spin that. Not a fan. That did not sound good to me at all. But the good news for Florida, I suppose, is you do have the right side spawns. The bad news is, well, you're down by about 40 points, and no one for the moment is picking up any of this P1 time. Brack finally going to jump on it, and there you go again. The pistol paying dividends for the water routes in Florida. Now a sizable, maybe not advantage, but opportunity to get back in the game.
Doing what they can. Brack's trying to hold these players back, coming out of that far side spawn, the furthest away from the hard point right now. That's where we want to be keeping them. If you're a Florida Mutineers fan, over 200 points now as we are coming towards a bit of a lead change if they can hold on to this P1 time. Again, it is all about second. It's about holding on that right-hand side of the map for now. Arcity, son, gets them. 20 points for the win, LAG.
Yeah, that is a big nade, though, just to strip away an extra few seconds. And RC's, again, like a slow play in the moment, but he turns it into two. But LAG, it is a hike across the map, and they don't necessarily need to break this hill, but they're going to have to strip away at least a little bit of time, or else Florida can win it here. So LAG, certainly a little bit of pressure on.
Okay, here we go, Guerrillas. 10 seconds is all you need. Get one good break, and you are in. Florida, hold the line. Here they come.
Again, about maybe 10 seconds away, they're going to have to strip. Joe Deceives going to be the tip of the spear, as it were, and try to lead this charge. Has a little bit of help and maybe another water route just to add one to the mix. But playing his go-around back, it's being watched. It is a tight setup right there for the Florida Mutineers, and so far, getting all the kills.
It is. They can win it here as well, as the clock just keeps ticking. No one from LAG able to get close enough for the break. Number 7's making a bit of a flank. Arcety's now once again dipping his toes into the waters. Trades are abound. Hard points get a bit mixy. Joe Deceives gets in. That's the last minute break. Oh my god, Mutineers are back at it. Assault though, close spawns towards the rear. You have to contest.
Oh my
single
god.
second has to get in and out. Die, fly, go, over the top. Explosions, madness, not over yet. Go to number 4, fellow. He has to go big. He drops. It's 2 seconds for the Mutineers, and now LAG are in.
As the spawn's back and forth, though, and Florida get the gift in the final second, and that is a HyDra if I have ever seen one. Added to the collection of ridiculous endings on that map. Good luck with the spawn management, good luck with the kills, and good luck winning that one. Neither team with smiles on your face. If you were looking at the player cams, you could not tell who just won that map.
I've got no idea who won, who's winning, who's happy. Fellow,
There you go, the
he was
smile
out.
on
He's like,
havoc.
I
There we
can't-
go.
There you go. Fellow's like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. I'm gone. HyDra, shaving years off of players' lives since 2022, whatever. Woo, look at them stats. Crazy workout of Joe Deceives, pushing 4k damage. Fellow with a big 3,400 as well, but 35-29, 22 non-tradeds. Big work there as well. Havoc, the route man, or in this case, Aquaman. An unbelievable hard point. Let's have a look at the final few moments of that hard point as our scuffed play of the game, and it was a nail biter.
Well, I mean, how many kills, by the way, did Havoc get underwater with the pistol? So that's like a showcase of wanting to use the pistol in the water.
He's playing DMZ for us right now, brother. He's trying to get them challenges, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you are not wrong. But I mean, these are massive kills, like towards the end, right? Again, Florida putting in a serious amount of work, but on the rotation, RC's wins the first gunfight, but number 2 is in the back, number 3 is in the front. Everybody from LAG just ended up getting those back spawns, and I mean, that is just the pain of trying to deal with P2 like LAG. If you get the break maybe 10-15 seconds sooner, you could turn that into rotation, but it just took way too long to make something happen, and well, continued stress on the face of everybody, I suppose. Neither one of these teams have enjoyed hardpoint.
I mean, that has been a tough one, but another victory there for the Florida Mutineers in hardpoint. A 5-second difference, but a win is a win. Good stuff from those boys there. Crazy. HyDra, It really disappoints, seldom impresses. Crazy there. Mercado Search and Destroy coming up next. That's going to be map number 2, Hotel Fortress Embassy, to round out the series. And my God, man, I mean, every time, bro, every time it feels like HyDra now. They're spawning at the back. Yeah, if you kill one of them, now you guys spawn at the back. Okay, well, no, wait, I forgot. My shoelaces aren't tied. They're spawning at the back now. Yeah, of course. I've got nothing, man. It's so hard. Well, it's such a tough game mode to play on that map, and the players, everyone's getting good at it, but it still happens. It hits the fan all the time.
Well, that's what's interesting to me, because like the first series that we had, we're watching Seattle play on the map, and it feels like Seattle's the team that any time a spawn that is crazy comes out or someone gets gifted one in the back, like a scene when he spawned out on P2 right behind, Seattle eventually pick up on it. Like the best teams in the game, as wild as it can get, are pretty on point in those moments. But I think from the listening, Florida, again, a little bit scattered, a lot of lull moments where even like Fellow, I think, was asking like, hey guys, can you talk to me? Like, tell me what's going on from your point of view so I can figure things out. So a little bit scattered for Florida. And that was the team that won the map. The team that lost the map hasn't won a hard point yet in this stage. And again, I just think that is sort of the difference maker between the teams at the top and the teams at the bottom. And at least in this game mode, well, these are two that have been struggling.
Yeah, they certainly have. Well, this is it's a mid-off in the hard points. For the Search and Destroys and Controls, they're going to be a lot spicier for sure. Here we go. Mercado Las Almas says, Havoc, I mean, you'd think he'd had enough water after that first game, but that boy is hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready for the Search and Destroy. Again, this really was the shining star. This was the bread and butter of Florida Mutineers for the longest of time. For LAG, let's see how they do. We've seen some incredible games. Search and Destroy against the likes of Atlanta FaZe. Big teams for LAG. We'll see if they can bring that same kind of firepower, the same kind of spice to this Mercado Las Almas.
Yeah, LAG been solid, I'd say, for Search and Destroy. I think like 2 and 3 it's been throughout this stage, but obviously quite a few close ones. And on this map specifically, every single time LAG has played it, it has ended in 6-4. I think twice for the win, 3 times. Well, there you go. Twice for the win, 3 times for loss, but always around 10. So it's always close games for LAG. And obviously with stats like that, 48% of the round win, basically dead even, and maybe not quite as clean in the first bloods, but certainly not a massive discrepancy there. So obviously expecting a tight one. And at the same time for Florida, if on map 1, we were learning about how LAG is going to handle the hard points, where that has been a recent struggle. Now we get to learn about Florida's SnD just a little bit more.
You know what I was thinking about, Charles? Like a crazy moment later on in the year when everyone works out exactly how to play HyDra. It's going to be something special to watch. Here we go, though, into the Search and Destroy. A-bomb site, that cantina. They are ripping the plaster off the walls. All those stuns and nades. A poor place. Blown to smithereens.
Everybody's taking their time. You got a man number 6 in Exceed to sort of poke his head around tunnel, see if that bomb is going to get planted. And until that bomb goes down, RCs gets all the time in the world just to wait for a gift of a first blood to fall in his lap.
He's a patient man. He might not get that first blood, though. Capsule is making his way around that half wall. There it is. So he does get it. Brax will be the first man to meet his demise. Whoa! Joe to Thieves on the outside. Cuts down Capsule. Through the tunnel now. And Fellow makes the read on the first. Guns into bed. It's all on a Havoc from upstairs. It's a technical 1v3. Your boy ain't looking bad so far. Oh, my. Sees gun spotted. Bad timing. LAG. They will get the defuse. And they will get the round.
A sigh of relief on Exceed as well, because he got away with one in that moment. If not for the dead silence getting popped, I think maybe Havoc with an opportunity to make a play after the fact. Admittedly, Joe deceives. Fried Capsule on the flank. Not an easy gunfight to win, but he delivers. And is obviously there for the trades in case things got mixy. And a burst of laughter, maybe a bit of respite, a respite, however you say the word, after that tough map one.
I'd go with both in that situation. Frankly, I don't think it matters too much, but GG's. We'll take it. We'll take it. LAG, happy with that one. How it was sort of winding up, you know, winding up for the clutch. We've seen him do it a few times. Dangerous player in those 1vx situations. Big Daddy Alec. Whoa, yeah. Close. Not able to get the hit. Concussion lands. That's going to give a lot of information out. Capsule. Downstairs, Havoc. Oh my God. X-ray vision from Exceed. Do it. Out the window. Challenge. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, that's just the square up battle, though. These SMGs through doors, top glass, break something out, try to go for the chow or just hold the positioning. But right now, neither team gonna blink until Arcees finds the angle. Now, Capsule is in an interesting spot, maybe an opportunity to flank. or maybe just run into an errant Arcedy's. Arcedy's gonna be stomping around. Capsule now. It's the sniper that's behind you. It's only a pistol. Arcedy's can't quite finish it. Cap away with his life.
And this is a dangerous capsule. He moves so fast. He's repositioned immediately. Spotted out. Damage. Woo! Arcedy somehow picks up a submachine gun. Unfortunately, it's Fellow in the feed. Makes it a 2v2. Oh, dear. An unfortunate series of events. And Brack now from the back line with a snipe. Can he catch out a player? Oh, the timing, son. I just threw up in my mouth. 20 seconds. Excuse me? Arcedy's. Looking for that player in mid. Oh, he's banged up. Got to get the bomb down. Can Brack save the round still? Yo, he might have done it. Get back on that bomb. Assault's going for the plant. I don't know if he has the time, and Brack's going to swing it again. Ow! God, what a weird round.
I mean, look, the first shot that Brack missed, you have to hit those 10 out of 10 times. It really doesn't get easier than pre-aiming a window and the guy showing up in front. The second shot, though, much trickier to hit. I know that player isn't moving, but you still got to bunny hop around the corner. And then the third one, a little bit easier as well. You could take your time with it. So the first one, 10 out of 10, got to hit that. The second one, much more difficult. So Brack's certainly making up for the first one to slip by with the big two after the fact. And that is a good one for Florida to clutch, because that would have been tragic if a team kill would have resulted in a loss.
What a round. Crazy. Nades up. Nothing's going to hit. Trophies are doing their job. Capsule on that closed door. You have to commit to kill him. Exceed. Lovely bit of work on the outside. That stun's going to land. Oh, okay, we're hitting bomb. We're going in. It's a mixed fest. Down by Cantina. Numbers for the Mutineers are down. Good save.
And Exceed Sport Controller doesn't know what it wants him to do. Standing up, crouching, trying to snake, throwing some shots, checking everything. Exceed trying to do it all.
Just sticks a foot out too much. Havoc spots it, guns it. 2v2. Utter chaos. Oh my god, Hedges are getting absolutely shorn. Arcedy's now in this 1v2. 40 seconds on the clock. He's got to play this for defense. Florida will recover the bomb. They will be able to get the plant. Or will Daddy Alec scold them?
Everybody is so loud right now. Arcedy's with the trophy as well, so this is not easy, but he knows exactly where Capsule is. But as soon as you jump, yep, Capsule, not going to let that one slip by. Instant chow, instant round win right there from Florida, at least towards the end. And maybe just unfortunate for Exceed. Feet a little bit too big.
Arcedy's not able to make a whole lot happen when he's running around with those big feet as well. Capsule happy to take that round. Big chillin'. Mutineers take another exciting one here on Mercado Las Almas. What a surge.
Maybe an opportunity for one of these players to establish dominance with the sniper towards the middle of the map. I know Florida, if they can ever get it, love to make plays towards mid, but maybe RCD's hitting enough shots that they just want to square up. 4-man stack for both teams by it.
Oh, yeah, we're going in. Oh, yeah. Gloves are off. Swinging. Joe to see his first blood. Jesus. I mean, it's just insane. It's non-stop. Anything that can be wall banged is being banged. Every nade, every tack has been thrown. Assault somehow gets himself one, and I mean, what is going on?
What are you looking at?
Brack?
Okay.
That's
dude, and around a site like this and not having red dots, I think some players just don't know what to do, because Joe to see just flew around a corner and looked at his teammate. He was like, wait, is he not on bomb? They're like, no, it's all standing in the corner. He can see everything. Comms get wild in a moment like that. No red dots make everything hectic, but LAG living in the chaos there. Get another round win.
I mean, sometimes you get into it and it just all that tornado spins your way, man, and you're just enjoying the ride. And those boys, the guns were up, they were finding the kills. A little bit of luck, a little bit of weird timing. Anyway, let's find out what happens with this snipe. Bang!
There you go.
Brack hits it again. 4-2.
And this is the thing. You get the middle map dominance, and Havoc just instantly in the mix, making a play. Exceed's going to get called out. He's one shot down low. Capsule will get sent in for the trades, and the round just collapses. Joe to see is forced to make a play, but everything else is so easy. That is exactly how they want the round to go. It doesn't need to last more than 15 seconds. Open up the middle of the map with a snipe. Send the guy through tunnel to get the intel. Let your teammates get the kills and Cantina, and trade everything after the fact. And Capsule on the receiving end of many of these free gifts of kills. I think got 2 in that round and has 7 overall. Florida with the slight edge.
And it's not even his birthday. All these presents. I think Florida Mutineers is trying to speedrun this one, so Havoc's foodie order at the start of the game can get he can go and collect it.
That is the challenge.
7-2 for Capsule. He's having a great time here on Mercado. LAG, can you bounce back in another absolutely insane round? Arsties strikes first. Here comes the immediate hit. Boys, you know where they are. Just go out there and send it. Yeah, chaos. Fly forward. Violence. Into the fray. One more. It's on Fellow. It's a 1v3, and I think he's going to clutch it.
I don't know why you think that, but that is the best way to start. Gets the kill and gets out.
Ready? Oh, yeah. Go on, wallbang it. Yes. Yes. Give the people what they want. Challenge. He saw them split. He knows exactly where they are. It's not a
Oh, why are you solo challenge?
It's a 1v1. It's Exceed. And Fellow is going in. Someone's knees are weak, arms heavy, sweaty gamer chair, whatever you want. This round's coming to an explosive finish.
Yeah, and Fellow's playing for Exceed to make a mistake, and Exceed did pop dead silence, but so far has stayed in Cantina. And honestly, he's probably already made enough noise that Exceed can hear him.
Yeah, it's the vet against the silent rookie. And here comes the check. 10 seconds. Exceed's never going to let this happen, surely. Wait a minute! Oh, there we go. Lit readers out there definitely know what Fellow said. Exceed, good job.
Yeah, it's the pain of not being able to play. Literally, the evolution that we have seen, I think 2Real did it for Vegas in the previous series. We saw Scrapz do it. If you have a trophy in a clutch situation, the goal is to make noise and then just stop and pray the other player just flies out and challenges when the noise goes. But it is incredibly difficult to play this game without dead silence and Fellow on the receiving end there.
Incredibly, yeah. Another mixy round here on Mercado. I'm not joking. I would have been insufferable if Tyler had won that round. If Fellow had won it, I would have been insufferable for at least 24 hours. Here we go. Great reads early on from Capsule. They get there fast enough. Wall banged to death, quite frankly, by Arsties now. And back up to the top side of the cantina we go. And what do you know, Chance? We're not going to stick it out and just batter each other to death over by A. The B bomb site is where LAG took their attention for a moment there, but the bomb still A.
And I, for one, am shocked that all of LAG's games are close when the strat for every team is, yeah, let's just 4-hit A. Just see what happens. We'll just square up at A. If we get the bloods, that's great. If not, we lose the round. So you 50-50 every time. You will have close games. This is the 2v3 attempt, though. Florida with a nice start.
2v2 once again. Bracken Fellow. Arsties in the wide route, all the way around the back side of the site. Exceed's going to hit tunnel in a moment. You know they're not a B. You've got them trapped in. You've 30 seconds.
And they're not going to wrap around because they can't move either because they also are like trophy players. So nobody of these 4 players live, except for Exceed, in 15 seconds has any freedom of movement.
And he's dead. He's gone. Bombs down. Nobody move. Everybody quiet. Shh. Just listen to these footsteps. Brag. That's a round. Florida clutch up.
And it's all about that pick. I think I'm the guy on hedges in the 2 versus 3. As soon as you get the close man off the site, you can really slow the pace down, take your time, and wait till you know you can get that bomb plant. But a massive 2v3 right there for Florida to get the ARs delivering. And Fellow waking up a little bit in the comms as well. Emphatic in the player cam.
Tyler, he's locked right now. Fellow knows how close he came to clutching that big round. Mutineers, though, that search and destroy prowess, chance. I mean, there's glimmers of it. There's little moments where you go, damn, all right, they are those guys in the game mode. And here we have it. Totally different look. LAG all the way to B. Arsties is going to be the man on the back. He's not late to the party. He's watching the flank. Oh, Brack caught a glimmer of a player. That makes things a little bit more interesting. Here we go.
And yeah, Arsties is actually putting up enough presence towards the middle of the map that you can't chow through mid instantly, and you miss this shot. But Fellow at least finds the first blood, so now a 4v3 retake for Florida.
Florida now, both angles of the attack covered. Jody Thieves from the inside of the site. Arsties watching the back door. Noisy. Cheeky. Shut that door. Oh, he's on the bomb! Checks it. And a shock exchange of gunfire now. It's a 2v2 on the close side of the site. Havok downstairs. Caught unaware. LAG, baby. You love to see it. They gamble on the B hit and it pays off.
And we talked about classical conditioning on map 1. Pavlov salivating at all the water routes. Well, look at this one. It's an 8-hit, 8 rounds in a row. LAG finally make the call, go over towards the site. And Joe Thieves, A, lucky to get away with his life for Brack to miss that shot, and B, great awareness just to check the bomb because Florida were trying to be sneaky with it, but the conditioning pays off. The B hit pans out. You're successful. LAG, at least on offense, might have found a bit of a difference maker.
Yeah, the check was one thing. Will the snipe land though? Brack's got a nice record against Arsties in the 1v1 snipes this game. Let's see if he can find any more. Not to beat the dead horse, but if Brack hits that snipe on Joe Thieves running out that side door after planting bomb, what a different round it would have been. Catch is exceeding the flank, no problem.
I was gonna say, yeah, sorry, Exceed got caught through gate. He just spotted him out the entire time, so that's just good awareness on the flank. You are correct.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely. Well, Brack looking for another one. Pressure's on though, and he's got himself a Vaznev as well to play with. He's also got teammates. We have a Havoc. Puts him to good use. 4v2. Oh, Joe's not having it. Challen. Gunned him. Numbers. Is Havoc still going to hold this tight corner? Will he check this? Oh, Joe, he must have had some sense of like, all right, my teammates have died. They have a full setup. I've got less than 30 seconds to kill Fellow and Capsule and maybe get Havoc if I'm lucky. Oh, that. Mutineers magic. Another great round. Map point.
And I think Brack is probably what guaranteed at least like 2 rounds almost outright for his team. Earlier one where he clutches the 1v2 with the snipe, and this one again might have misses like, you know, the easy shot on occasion, but fantastic reads, catching Exceed on the flank, going and making the play, and just even getting the Vaznev straight off the rip, because I think as soon as he like sort of spots that one out, his teammates wrap back, help him out for the next gunfight, make sure their boy doesn't get traded. It really sets his team up for success in the moment. So Florida taking the advantage in every single game for LAG is ended in 6-4 fashion. This is the big round for him.
Heavy stack here on the defense from the attack from LAG. The 2 players upstairs turns that tunnel into a kill box. Do not enter. Havoc might have to double back for it. Will they be able to get the plant down before anyone from the Mutineers is in a position to contest it? I don't know. This is a tense one indeed.
I mean, just every single player running back and forth, shoulders are over the place, taking some rounds, but a hit through tunnel. Assault's posted up for it, got the right gun for the job, the freebie, first blood.
Yeah, surely the trades fly through. No, but the Mutineers are a little further back. Ah, you walked into another from Assault, and here come the rest of the lads from LAG. There's the plant. Caps are now trying to help out. Brack's moving that sniper rifle forward. Another big win from Arsties. Bang! Brack finds a sweet one. Can he get any more? Because he has to, frankly. It's a 1v4.
Yeah. No one chows after the fact, and for the first time on this map all season long, LAG gonna be staring down the barrel of a round 11, but clean and easy round. I mean, all those shoulders getting thrown, it's just for information. I think LAG cleared out. Hey, no one's on the close building. No one took a route and is like doing the hop up onto the cantina. They know they're back hedges. Clear out, get pushed away, and just wait for the players to funnel in through the tunnel. And the strat pays dividends, and right now, both these teams stressed out of their minds because this has been a very difficult series.
Round 11, here we go. And the old tunnel funnel doesn't pay off. The record's far stronger there for Florida, and we're about to find out why. The opening exchange, the opening sortie is brilliant from Florida. They have pushed LAG back on the inside. So much damage dealt. Everybody hit the regen, hit the regain, and let's try again. Assault, first blood.
I mean, he's just waiting for it too. L triggered, falls into his lap, and if you're LAG, you can take your sweet time. You got a minute to work with, or maybe it's capped, even the odds, the pick fest around the A site.
Oh man, not a trade to be found. Joe Thieves, he challenged wide. Trophies are still there for the Mutineers. There is nothing left to throw. All right, we're going for it. Fellow though, guns are up, ready to go. Capsule, can they line up? They line up for Joe! Oh my God, Joe Thieves! They line up for him and he eats them alive. That is a horrible way to lose the round 11.
That is exactly how that round 11 had to end in some ridiculous fashion like that. It is all about the timing, and LAG got it just right.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what a search and destroy. Mutineers and LAG. Let me tell ya, Joe to Thieves, they will sing songs of that lineup. Maybe not as bad as the OpTic one against Røkkr, but a stinger. Another stinger in round 11. Wow. Well, we're all tied up after that one, mate.
And all I know is that is the most respawn SnD map I think we have ever had. 10 out of 11 rounds were just massive square ups around the A site, and it's just all about the lightning speed of those trades. And, you know, if you were to time it from first gunfight to last gunfight, most of those rounds didn't last more than 10 or 15 seconds. Even the last one, after the first blood like salvo comes out, the round just decides that this is when it's taking place, and Joe to Thieves just jumps on it. But ridiculous stuff. Every single one's a close one for LAG. It's time to get the round 11 dub.
Round 11 dub done. That changes the record somewhat there for the Mutineers, but hey, we'll take it. Up next though, ladies and gentlemen, Control. We'll see if composure can be regained by these teams as they go toe to toe in this crazy series. We'll be right back. spicy search and destroy finds us now in control with both teams tied up 1-1. Florida Mutineers, Los Angeles Guerrillas. Welcome back to the Call of Duty League, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the LAG boys having to cool themselves off after that ridiculous round 11 victory. The Mutineers, a couple of moments to think about how close they were to one another and how they should have been keeping that 6-foot social distancing guideline that we're all so accustomed to from 2020 all the way through to 2021. Here we go, though, chance into control, and God only knows what we're going to see in this map.
I just like depression. All these player cams, man, so sad. Like across the board, Florida, even when they won map 1, just did not look like they were having a good time. So I think that is very much a team looking to try to get those vibes flowing in the map 3, get the little bounce back. But if the first 2 maps, any indication, this is going to round 5, and there's going to be some nail-biting moments, literally down to the wire, maps 1 and 2. And as far as the control goes, a little bit better on the side of LAG, at least on this map specifically. Of course, stats-wise, offense and defense, kind of even between both teams. A little bit better from Florida, in all honesty.
A little bit, and that might be the difference maker. We'll find out, though. If you're feeling down, feeling a bit blue, head on over to the Greenberg Hotel and Spa, 5-star resort here in Amsterdam. Check in for a few nights of fun with the whole family. A lovely restaurant, bar, spa towards the backside, but only 1 room. Yes, and there's no toilet in there either. Don't ask. It's weird as Let's get into it.
I honestly thought this was SnD for a moment. That freaked me out just because the way the opening breaks happen of the stacks. But one team very much wants A on the attack, and LAG doesn't care necessarily to give that one away. They were making sure no funny business happens over towards that B zone, and we'll happily play around this A zone.
Yeah, happy for now. First segment, slowly but surely. Trying to keep that front line solid right now for the Mutineers. That's the game plan. It's not necessarily speed, it's more about safety. Back on up, looking towards the halfway point now between the second segment, and no one really from LAG that close. Here comes Exceed, though. First man in, first man to drop. Solid defense, Mutineers.
Yeah, taking your time, looking to see if you can find some of these errant kills, and Bracket's the first one through Jules, and not wasting too much time. Chowing up and ready to take down Exceed, so pushing the pace for the moment and leading the charge. If you get players in these areas, this is where this B zone can be a little bit delicate. Mentally reading the players on Hotel, even if you know they're there, doesn't make the chow any easier. Shotzzy being the guy top bed.
Yep, top bed, power position. Noisy. Exceed, making too much noise. Nasty's different kind of noise as he riddles his way through. Havoc takes care of business. Now, you're still trying to catch Joe. He has been slippery son of a gun all series long. Difficult to tie down. Dangerous in those fights. If he can stay alive in this position, he just keeps that point so hard to hit for the Mutineers.
Yeah, and hide and seek world champ right there, by the way, for Joe to see, because that is an entire dead silence expended to find absolutely nothing. So Florida constantly concerned about the man that is going to be on the flank, and those arrows continue to turn. But you're also do have to be a little bit worried about the clock. Havoc trying to draw pressure, but Exceed reads what the play was going to be. Fellow just gets caught, and Havoc will be alone for a little bit more time. Is him and Brack going to be working the flank? And I guess in the meantime, Joe Deceives did get caught. So Florida, this is your moment.
Yep. Get ready to strike, and that's it. Deady pop. Making moves. Will he check the right corner that Exceed is in? There you go. Teammates that help out. Couches, 1 shot, dead. That's 3. Stack it. Here we go, Florida. This should be a big moment. They've got the defense set up. They're on it now. 4-man stack. Say goodbye to the round. LAG. There's no way you get here in time. Domo Arigato. That'll be the first.
Man, that was, I mean, as easy as it gets. I suppose literally the moment Joe Deceives in top bed fell on the flank, the round just collapses. No one on LAG able to pick it up an extra kill and sort of slow that push down. I think RCD's towards the middle of the map, couldn't win the gunny, and I think Florida had what, literally 4 bodies on point, and that'll just evaporate it oh so quickly. So Florida clean and easy, first round. Not really feeling too much of the heat there.
No, not at all. I think the pressure was in, you know, not making a mistake more than anything. Making sure that Joe Deceives doesn't cause any problems behind you. Win those fights as a team. Don't let anyone die. Try to keep the damage down. Great work out with them. See what LAG have got now on offense. They're hitting towards A pretty hard. They found that first kill. If they can push that front line forward, get a player on the point, it might be the exact way we saw it in that first round.
Yeah, I think Capsule gets sent in and almost has to fight the entire team. So he's just going to get dropped, but it's all about sort of these scattered pushes, looking for the extra kills if you can get them, and really just making sure if you're on defense that the B zone never goes away. So Fellow going to be that safety man on the rotation. And if your extra teammates can pick up some of the kills, that's great. If not, you chalk it up. You give away the A zone. LAG will get it. Extra minute to the clock. A massive amount of time to try to work towards B.
I mean, if I were talking to Capsule at the start of the opening break, I'd be like, yo, Capsule, get me 2. Give me 2 kills. We're sweet, bro. Sadly, unable to get a whole lot. And that's the A zone long gone now. Florida Mutineers all towards B we go.
And these are sort of these delicate moments. Very tense for the team on defense, especially when Exceed starts it off with the 2-piece. Blows up a van, clears out Brack, and all of a sudden, that's all the bedroom pressure almost just gone. Maybe Havoc thinking about a late flank, but LAG making moves. Joe Deceives, first one in.
Look at him go, son. No way he gets this as well. Brack's hurt. Reach out. Teamwork's going to help here as well. Wait a minute. He's still alive. No one dealt with Joe Deceives. He's still going. How in the name of all things sacred he managed to pick up a few more kills in that situation, I will never know. The only thing that matters, though, is the Mutineers. Oh, they've pushed that front line forward, and they are safe and sound by B.
Yeah, Havoc goes on a pretty nice tear there, sort of in the background, right? Almost every single player in bedroom, because of Exceed, ends up falling, but Havoc on the flank, I think, was able to pick up 3 and slow the push down. But now LAG, no one's in bedroom, just hitting straight through the front. Florida always playing annoying, though, and always someone there to catch you off guard, and Capsule gonna be that guy. Gonna be Exceed, last man standing, is flank maybe dealt with. Even the gunfights to the front, not that easy, and Brack, honestly, delicate in that moment, gets across the hall.
I was going to say, he ain't standing, he's prone. When in doubt, lie down. He's definitely not playing dead. Just over a minute to go. 14 lives left for Mutineers on defense here. Capsule trying to whittle down the LAG players. Oh, breaking them down one at a time. 3 dead. Great work, Mutineers.
Yeah, this is the sort of perfect defensive setup. Funnily enough, Havoc is actually playing so deep over towards the restaurant that he gets to annoy LAG. And honestly, just try to slow him down as much as possible. Great damage and decent kill as well. So LAG, 40 seconds to work with, and you're getting picked apart in bedroom as well. Brack is getting kills on that side of the map, and if you're forced to flank, talk about the difficulty of winning gunfights like this. Havoc just repositioned to a back burnt down car in his spawn.
He's not going to catch anyone out. Oh, maybe here we go. Exceed tagged. Assault doesn't check it. Exceed's taking so much damage. Feeds him to Fellow. Yum, yum. 8 lives. Make it 7 for LAG remaining. The final 10 tick down here. There is no hope. Surely not for the Guerrillas to get near this one. Mutineers are about to take it 2-0. And there we go. Sound reads, good gunny. They're doing it right.
And honestly, pretty dominant as well, because I think it's difficult to sort of create those moments on offense. Exceed created it. He picked up the 2-piece and cleared out the bedroom side of things, but after the fact, LAG just could not find a way, and a little bit too slow on their approach to B, and we're getting picked apart by Havoc along the way. So 2 pretty convincing rounds in that moment for Florida. Sizable advantage in the game, but again, the first 2 maps are any indication. This one is far from over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or not. We'll find out. 4 spree for Capsule currently. 5 for Brack. See if we can get some streaks involved here. We know how much we love streaks here on Hotel, baby. Exceed backed up. He's been spotted. Brack, the heckles are up. Looking to catch him out. Oh, dear. Exceed. He's slithering. He's slithering. He's hard to deal with. He's buying time. He's got 2 kills. Brack, though, will get the streaks. Oh, he's got the timing as well. And now he's got the teammates. Here comes the capture.
It should be quick with it as well. I think RCD is maybe the last man in the mix, but yeah, it just gets completely gunned. Nothing to do there with attack 56, trying to break in through 4, and Exceed gets caught as well. So for the moment, it's only assault behind enemy lines, and he does get traded out. So Florida able to reposition, get a couple bodies maybe over towards this B zone, and if you're thinking about working the flank, Brack knows that's not going to happen. As the A zone finally gets captured.
Captured, completed. And I couldn't help myself during that sort of little bit of downtime to notice how wildly disconnected Exceed is statistically from his teammates right now. 14 kills, 15 deaths. No one else is even close to that in nearly either regard, but crazy stuff.
We had a wild scoreboard after map 1 as well, right? I think Joe Deceives had 35, and his teammates are pretty far away from him as well. So LAG, as you pointed out, a bit disconnected.
See if they can keep it going now. Try to get still close to that point. It's on Joe to Thieves. Go big. Toe-to-toe with Fellow. Assault's making his way forward. Arsties has mid-map covered. That's the peppering. The fire now support has arrived. Assault. Can you get him? Get him off that point. Faster. Cleaner. More efficient. That's what we need to see. Arsties and Joe to Thieves doing good work here on the defense. That one segment gone, though. Is it the last round here we see for LAG on control?
We get to see how Florida wants to play it, right? You got number 4 Fellow wrapping all the way back to try to clear out bedroom, and he's got Capsule here for the help, and good reads, has the reset on the dead silence as well, and Exceed will be the next player up. That stun is perfect, so you have the intel, and Capsule, he's going hunting.
He's roaming. He's still got dead silence. Oh dear, he didn't spot it. Exceed, though, brought down by his teammate. Into the point we will soon fly. Numbers now working out for the Mutineers as they soar to the backside of the bar. Into the kills we go, though. Joe deceives. Oh my, catches one. I thought he stuck. He did. He stuck Havoc. So Havoc's out of the equation now. That's a big 2. Brack's trying to do what he can to keep this one going, but the capture is on.
And it's through the front as well. I mean, no trophies out of bounds, so you're going to get tagged up, you're going to get stunned and naded. You got to do it just with the gunny. Assault gets the first, and Assault gets the second. I think Assault might be the player that sort of lives for those moments over towards the B zone. Able to keep things alive, but obviously Florida put in some serious work. 50 seconds left. They only need one final tick.
50 seconds is a long time. Both teams have 10 lives each. 45 now. Havoc's taking the route. No one's looking this way just yet from the LA Guerrillas players. Just like that, though, Assault, something gave way, and he just checks it. That stun's going to give up enough of information. You're making a bold play here, Mutineers. This better pay off.
Oh, Exceed, though, is making plays through the middle of the map as well. So LAG, they're behind enemy lines, and they're trying to be annoying. But this is it. I mean, this is one break for the point. Brack gets that first blood.
First blood's in. Assault, he's the man on the close point. Arstie's prone. He's the insurance policy. He's going to pop up into action when the time strikes. Less than 15 seconds. Oh, here it comes. The play's alive and well, and LAG are holding the line. Last man up. Havoc, that's it. Done. LAG. They buy a lifeline here in the control. And that was a tough defensive spot to be in. But they managed to survive. 2-1.
I mean, they deliver, right? I think as soon as you have Capsule making those plays towards top bedroom with the dead silence, you clear out your base, you take care of Exceed, you turn it into those sort of 50-50 gunfights. And I think it was Assault that popped up with the big 2, and obviously a lot of players on LAG there to help them out in that moment. But those are the delicate balance of defending that B zone. LAG clutch up, and as pointed out, might have been 2 pretty dominant rounds for Florida early on, but we're expecting a photo finish. Or at least I am.
Hey, it'll happen. If we learn anything from this... You called it after the second round. You were like, oh, don't worry, this ain't over yet. And it is certainly not. Kill started even out as far as the LAG players are concerned. Brack's tagged up. Banged up. Trophies are here. Assault, your MVP world champion prone. There's no one I would rather have watching that left side door for now. He's wiggling though, and that's it. His teammates have run out of chances. Ooh, Exceed gets there a little late. Trey's great work there out of the Mutineers. That's 22 and 14 for Havoc. He going big.
And Fellow might have a lot of pressure on him. If LAG, they got the close like B-side spawns, but maybe they're working through the middle of the map, and I don't know what direction they're going to choose to go, but that is not how you want to start it with a team kill. It will be a 3v3 for the moment, but you got Havoc in your kitchen. LAG, they're trying to force this through A. That does not make it easy, and you're just getting picked apart left and right. And you've had Fellow, by the way, just being isolated rock by the B zone. Everyone else from Florida, they've been roaming free.
Oh, Joe deceives and Exceed. They fight their way through the middle of the map onto the A zone now, finally. Will they be able to complete that first segment at the very least? Looking at 2 more here on A, but watch out. Havoc once again. Oh, the knife is out. He's roaming dead. He's still active. He's about to pick up a 2-piece on this point. Or not. Cast to curse. The fight's still alive here, though. Brack's there for the kills. Mutineers hold the defense, but oh, there we go. Havoc right into this one. A little late. Good stuff. They should finish A.
Well, this is going to be quick towards B, though, actually. And Cap trying to make the big play, but LAG, they got 2 bodies around the point. I think Brack actually went to massive gunfight, and I think Exceed, maybe last man standing. He's getting tagged up for mid as well. So Brack through the middle of the map right there delivers on defense for his team. And for LAG, now the pressure, you are getting flanked over towards A. I know you can snake in the middle. That doesn't make it easy. Havoc looking for the 2. He's got the help. And on defense, maybe not quite enough. That zone barely getting captured. And LAG, their life is still alive. Bad news is, not a lot of lives. Down to 10.
Down to 10. Gotta go big here, LAG. 1 kill at a time. Forward they fly. Mutineers now lining up for the defense. Will they hold the same way the Los Angeles Guerrillas did in the previous round? Capsule now out of the great outdoors. Guns exceed. Well, that sweet, sweet Amsterdam fresh air, baby. The Netherlands does it diffy. Tags in from Assault. Lovely angle. The crack of that door. Right under the crack of Brack. 40 seconds remaining.
Just every single kill for LAG or every single death rather is just going to put you so far in the back. You have to be perfect. And honestly, with a setup like this from Florida, you're just scattered across the map. Should make the trades a little bit easier. As with time ticking down and no respawns remaining, this is looking like a clinical final round from Florida.
And Salt's got to make a move. He's got to do something. Havoc's been here for an hour and a half with the easiest of reads. He's gone. He's dead. Less than 20. There's no way. He's got to win a fight now against Fellow. Top bedroom. Jumps in. He's going to check it. Look at the clock. It's running out of time. If Fellow dives in a little early, here come the streaks from Brack. 8.8 seconds. I don't think there's a trophy anywhere near the point. Assault, though, is still alive. He's able to jump on this one and stop it potentially. There it is. Oh, gotta win the fight. Gotta go big. 1v1. Stays alive.
No, your fellow's literally running at him. He knows. He wants to beat down to the assassination. There is no hope of Assault winning that round. I think the cruise missile from Brack just making sure you get the guarantee towards the end. But electricity and dominance and smiles on the faces of Florida Mutineers.
See, now it looks like they're winning. Now they're having a good time. Shenanigans are over. Is the boys all hydrate, ice cold water, or is it lemonade? Hard to tell at this distance. But Florida Mutineers, they sorely needed win. 2-1 in the series, and chance, I think this one might have game 5 written all over it, but we will see if LAG can do something very, very special in the upcoming hardpoint. But for now, man, I was hoping for a knife or something in there, but kudos again to Havoc. Close to 4,000 damage, 31 and 19 overall.
I mean, honestly, just both teams right there had the player, like sort of your main AR role, just like almost inactive of the guy responsible for the B zone on both offense and defense. So RCDs and Fellow not getting in the mix too often, but the rest of Florida certainly there to provide. And for LAG, the big question is, can they win a hardpoint in this stage? So far, the answer's been no, but obviously, when we go to aBeZy, it's officially a necessity.
Here we go. Got to be a big one. A real big one from LAG as we look across the highlights. Mostly Havoc having a good time running amok here on Hotel. Florida, not a bad look there whatsoever. Chance in the control mode. It hasn't been a staple for this team. They certainly looked a little cleaner there against LAG.
Yeah, and I think towards the end, Havoc probably had the plays that like developed into being some of the most impactful, but everybody provided. I mean, Brack towards the end is picking up the 2 pieces towards the middle of the map on defense when there's pressure over towards B. Capsule had a couple different moments where he's doing a wonderful job of utilizing the dead silence and clearing out either top or bottom bed when they're on the attack. So a lot of effort the whole way around. I think Havoc, though, just had extra kills on the map, so you got to call them out, right?
Quite a lot of extra kills by the looks of things. LAG with a nice defensive round win. Buy themselves a lifeline, but it was not enough there. Florida Mutineers simply too hot to handle, simply too much here on Hotel Control. We'll see that one in the books. We'll calculate the stats and tell you how gross everyone was next series. Now LAG, a win is sorely needed right here, right now. On the next hard point, we're going to Fortress, and there's Havoc. Thumbs up, baby. 31-19.
Yeah, and the team KD differential right there, 1.27 compared to the 0.78 towards the end. Quite a bit of a gap, and I know the player I'm going to be paying a great deal of attention to for the map 4 is going to be RCDs, because map 1, not particularly involved. Map 3, obviously it's just the role on that map, but not particularly involved. And I mean, he's supposed to be the guy, the leader. I know Assault helps in that capacity, but got to step it up on the map 4 and try to get your team back in the mix to force the game 5, because obviously you're happy for the clutch moments, at least when it came to the SnD, so they're not going to shy away from the embassy if they get there.
Oh yeah, not over yet. Fortress and Embassy to close out the series here, and yeah, man, Fortress is going to be an absolute banger if and this is so weird to say, if the Mercado Search and Destroy was so close and so litty, then you know this Fortress hardpoint is going to be an absolute banger. Because these teams are going at each other's necks. It's going to be a mix fest. It's going to be good fun. Can't wait to get into this one. Chance, high level call here, mate. Of course, LAG, hardpoint been bad. Florida good.
It's Dude, it's the coin toss series. It truly is. There's no way to predict it. I think Nameless, I agree with Nameless at all times of like wherever that chip comes up on, that could be the decision. Because I think what we've seen from the series is just a lot of pop-off plays from the SMGs. Like Thieves putting in some serious work on map number 1. He dropped 35 kills. I think he led the lobby. We saw Havoc there in the control, dropped 31, led the lobby. And if your SMGs are running the show, it's sort of just who can like get away from the spawn traps, be the annoying guy behind enemy lines, and set your team up for success. And I mean, gambling on SMGs on a map like aBeZy, I'm not putting my chips in. I'm not making a bet. No idea.
I would frankly just go back to your hotel room, brother. We're interested to see what's going to happen here, though, guys. We're almost ready to party into aBeZy Fortress for a hard point. Everyone from the Mutineers is now in their seats again. Nasties is up, giving the lads a last minute, a bit of a pep talk, a bit of encouragement. See Thieves, we've been watching him go electric all series long. We'll see if he can't find another exciting one for us here in the hard point. Havoc sorts the hair out, an important moment, and I'm sure a pre-game ritual to be had there. Exceed a hat man. Be ba 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 da boop. Assault got a lot of hair these days as well. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Luscious locks.
Assault has flow, I think is
super flow, dude. Super flow, bro. We'll see what happens.
And then there's Thieves. So you got a lot of hairstyles around the mix, you know.
Just hair for Thieves there. We'll go with just hair. He's just got hair. Well hydrated though. Almost ready to party. Here we go, friends. Potentially the final map. This is match point for Florida Mutineers. Win it and we're done. Lose it and we go to a game 5. Embassy. SnD if we have to go. But to aBeZy Fortress we descend on once more.
And maybe Brack, if I'm saying RCs for one side, will be the standout player for Florida Mutineers. Threw up a 1.43. Fairly comfortable there in the hard point and fairly comfortable the entire series. And honestly, I had one of the weird SnDs where missing some of the easier shots and hitting the more difficult ones, but set his team up in quite a few of those rounds. And he was making plays in control as well. So if Brack is throwing up stats like that, RCD's Assault, they do have their work cut out for him.
Here we go. P1, always fun. Capsule is going to be the man with the kills and the time now. Keep those players from LG pinned back. Top side of the minimap, that's where they're at, and they're going to make their way to P2 pretty easy, but can they get these boys off time? Because this is so early to have this much control.
Oh, that's beautiful positioning out of Capsule as well. Think he could... okay, well, it could have been better, but he could see the feed if they went benches, but Assault just simply at the angle. But Florida, it looks like the initial time goes their way. Now the delicate question is, can they keep these spawns? Havoc, the pressure is on. He has no help in this moment. And LAG, as soon as you kill him, boom, you've got the rotation. You have set yourselves up for P2. Nice little way to start the game.
It's a good look. Choosing the foot kicking right now. LAG lead in their hands. They've lost P2 though. Top left hand side of the minimap. Unless Exceed can do something crazy, he cannot. Assault's dead as well now. And spawns got weird. They got weird. It got weird. I didn't want it to, but it got weird. RC's the only man on this side of the map now. Alone. His boys are making their way forward, but this man is forklift certified on 2.
Oh, and he actually, as soon as he moves as well, he ends up sort of giving up those back spawns. So tries to turn it into more kills and at least delivers with an extra one. So his teammates do get inside the hard point, but a flood through the side door. Exceed ready for it. Looks like he's going to get traded as the trade fest continues around the point. Florida in the back, but that's not the place they want to be. They got to get to this time, and they are not having a fun route.
Nah, not at all. Fellow on the back stairs. Drill's trying to stay alive. Thieves keeping this one down. Ian Assault corner to corner there. They're sweet for now. They're going to get as much of that as they can over towards the other side of the map. Exceed is up. He's winning his gunfights. He's got himself P3. Statue, fountain, whatever you want to call it. It's LAG's.
And this is about to be clinical as well. You set yourself on that rotation. You end up losing the spawns, then getting them back after how the P1 develops. And if you have a player like Brack hitting ult for a grand total of 3 seconds, you're going to be comfortable on this setup for LAG.
Okay, here we go. Arsty's bob and weave, and here comes the entirety of the Mutineers roster. Nearly flying through an Assault. It's all 3 in the feed. Oh, he nearly got number 4 as well. Los Angeles Guerrillas hold it down.
Yeah, and good luck as now Thieves gets to push up, play some corners and make moves, let everybody run past and take the freebie shots in the back. Line up for the 2, but the reaction time on Havoc is unreal. Still, though, that player going to spawn up and be right back in the mix, so you still got to fight the 4v4.
You got one more hit of this Mutineers to try to get the break in some time, but you definitely have to make something happen. Trying to make sure those members of LAG don't spawn on the left-hand side of the map. Good luck. Have fun. No one in the point. You'll take that for now. But wait a minute. Assault. He's gone. He's out.
Good trades though, right? It's the triple chow coming through, so Assault does make it out, and RCDs ends up being the collector of those final few seconds of time. In 9-4, but Havoc again with the reads. Couple key kills coming in for him, but obviously we're down by 60. Florida got a long way to go. For them, it starts on the cannon hill.
Over the cannons. They are loaded. Ready to go. Thieves making their way through the top side. He's got Arsties to back him up. Looking for the full wrap now. Every angle possible. There's a lot of ways into this hard point. Fellow tagged. Whoa, big win. We're in. The Thieves just made it happen. Havoc's the last man here as he roams on the outside, looking to catch a few more of these players on transition. Oh, forklift, he's in. That's the kills. You've still got a foothold, and now you have the point. Mutineers.
Yeah, just a good repositioning, or maybe just a good frag grenade from Assault. That'll be a couple nice openers to try to storm this hill, and Brack trying to cover his teammate, and does a nice job, at least for one. The LAG, that is so many bodies around the point, but maybe a little bit too slow. Thieves has to dance his way out, as Havoc gets to try to dance for maybe the extra few seconds to scrap. He's got dead silence pop. He wants to be the guy to make a play and maybe be the kill from the heavens as Florida keep the left side spawns on that rotation of Blacksmith. A lot of power positions they have the opportunity to play with, but you had Assault going on the flank. Everyone else from LAG stuck in what could have been a spawn trap.
They're tough. Despite Havoc's 11-8, his boys are down. Can they pull it back here on the Blacksmith? Oh, Arstie's pinches. Exceed Assault in the feed as well. Numbers certainly dwindling right now for the Mutineers. The spawns, the far right-hand side of the map, they are trapped. I don't know how many guns are up there in position to deal with this one. They might have a freebie on the entrance to the hill, and they do. Havoc looking to keep the spree going. Spree's done. Over to the point we now go.
Yeah, it should be an easy cleanup kill, and the final player in the mix, and Thieves there to take him down. So Florida now stuck in a very bad spot. Not a fun path to get out of, and LAG happy for the final 20 seconds if they can get them. Even happier if they can collect these kills and put them in the spawn trap once again. 3 in the feed. Everybody delivers and shows up in the kill feed. LAG perfection in that moment. Now perfectly set up for this P1 rotation.
And Assault is putting them in an absolute mixtape. Son, 16-9. Let's find out if he sounds as good as he's looking right now with a listen in.
I don't have press anymore. I don't have it.
Art's Owakening?
I'm looking at my top
BP
dark.
too.
I have deep. I'm playing safe guys.
Bench shot.
Windows are archers or secret.
Actually, there be top green plant shit.
I think he's dub and shit.
Top secret here, dead.
We're done. Yeah, one DP2 on me. DP2 on me. Weak.
Actually, silver cross. I got naded. I'm dodging.
D marky. Oh, you do a PT dead. I got gate. I got you.
Weak. Top maps.
Okay. I hear him rails.
What's the rails?
No, he's back before. He's going side steps.
Top cannon. Left behind you.
Fire your life. I spawn out.
No one maps okay.
He's down.
I'm sitting down. I'm making him tell me.
He's top down. Guys. Before week. He's going top windows. One's going dub steps and one's going windows.
He pinched me.
He's laying down.
Laying on the boxes.
Alright, spawn P2 there.
Single Colt. It's the first one on you.
Cap was there.
Try to play that 18 and or something. Play your life, dude.
I'm life back marky.
Good play. One's open. One is open.
Open and top dub.
We might spawn, Joe.
That's absolute.
Yeah. One's out left. We might spawn.
Nice dialogue there between the players and LAG, chancing a bit of back and forth, asking questions of one another. It seems that they're trying to keep this control all there, but Mutineers, 1 second at a time, they're back in it.
Well, Fellow can sort of feel it, yet ends up making the play. I was going to say, heard in the comms from LAG. Jodeci is making the good play, trying to be smart, trying to get the timing right, but never had the help from his teammates, and eventually Florida privy to the play. And end up delivering. A long way to go, though. I mean, you're down by nearly 100 points. It has been a strong P2 hill, but you got to finish right and you got to rotate as well.
Here comes Cap. Easiest of reads for Exceed. No problem for him anymore. Oh, baby. They're walking right into him. Fellow! Gun as well. Exceed right onto that point. Not a lot to stop the play, though, as the Mutineers will still have that time going their way.
Might be a little bit of a dagger moment as well, because obviously for LAG, maybe not the perfect 4-man setup they had last time. And actually, Capsule, nice little intro. So only 2 players from LAG right now in the mix, but both of those players when they're ones. Now you got guys like Assault who can get back in the mix. And actually, it was Assault through the middle of the map that picked up the big 2. So LAG, the hill where they've had the most success on this entire game, get right back to it, looking for another near full 60.
Well, it would help, certainly. Here comes the hit. Mutineers 1. The second. Ooh, okay, Capsule does get a win. All right, so it's not entirely chalk. Whoa, Fella got a tag in the Thieves. That's enough to get the pressure on. Not enough to get the kill. Great work. Last man alive. That was going to be it. And where the hell are they going to spawn? Close-ish. Mutineers with a break.
The desperation break as well. So big plays right there. Big gunfights and a big 2. And now the opportunity to keep this game alive. Final 20 seconds guaranteed to go your way. Can any of these SMGs get out? Nope, that first door gets closed. Havoc, well, he did get caught, but Exceed gets caught in the stun animation, so this is the gunfight. Is Capsule now the man trying to lead the charge, but there's not a lot of open avenues of attack. Arcitys with the trophy posted up, gets the kill, and Cap has to pick a brand new direction.
Yep. The voyage of Capsule, we're watching it as he's roaming. Chow. Unbelievable aim, but not enough to get the job done against Assault there. The attack works out for him. Over 200 points now. Crossed for LAG. We're holding this hard point down. Here comes the push. You have to get in there sooner rather than later, Mutineers.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fly, honestly. Not a lot of time to be wasted in this moment, but at least you take out the player that was inside of the hill, and now the time to be patient. Fellow with the first one reads Assault as well and guns him down. Exceed for LAG, last man standing, and he's trying to be annoying towards the back of the map of Florida. They have kept this alive. They are forcing another photo finish.
We wouldn't have it any other way, COD fans, and we know you're on the edge of your seat as well. Final 15 as we go out towards another point here in this nailed biter. Exceed is in position for it. To the blacksmith. Brack thundering his way through bottom maps. Thieves destroys him. Assault wall picked apart by Havoc there on a force spree. If he's able to get streaks, that'd be handy dandy indeed. But the pinch is now on. Oh my god.
He's just being so annoying too, man. They're all looking for him because they thought he's behind enemy lines, and instead Florida try to take the hard point at least for a moment. And they keep flooding these back spawns. I mean, long term, you don't want to end up on the right side. But Capsule, that's the route that he took, and that is the route he is going to take to get towards the hill. Albeit, it is still just a trade fest around the center of the map.
Yeah, it's immaculate trades. No one's able to stay alive on that point for more than half a second. No one gets any of the time. It's a 2-second game right now. 30 remaining on this point. No one has got the cojones to dive onto it. And who is it? Oh, it's Thieves. He gets one. Can't get the second. The trades again. Here comes the next wave of trades. Exceed, though. He breaks the wheel. Can he kill Havoc? He's on the time. Havoc's there. Can't stay alive for any more than half a second. It's absolute bloody madness. Tie game. Going into P1.
On the battle for P1, Thieves buys some time to get a little bit of help from Exceed, and then dips back in, and Assault is there for the triangle. So LAG, they basically got gifted. The left side spawns trying to take full advantage, but Florida are flying through the top side of the map. But at this point, all tied up again. LAG now barely have this lead.
Lead change for 1 second. Oh my god, it is non-stop. You're alive and well.
Oh my god.
Health regen. Capsule wins it. You've got eyes on towards New. If you are Florida as well, you're still trying to make something happen towards top left, but you can win the whole game right here, right now. You got to get going, though, boys. Dive onto the point.
I mean, this is also where you jump to not get shot in the toes. That's what Thieves was doing, and that's what Arcitys can. Not quite in the moment, but LAG still at the left side spawns. We are officially going to be forced on this rotation. Neither team can win it here, but LAG can get oh so close. Time getting stripped away. Fellow winning gunfights on rotation. Going to be Florida to P2 first, but how many bodies can they get?
Oh my god, there's been a total of, what, 20 seconds gained from the last 2 hills. Absolute nuttiness. As here we go. Florida in control of the gallows.
Barely.
Lead change. Capsule gun down. Here comes the attack. LAG through the top side. Exceeds playing slow. 1-on-1 on the gallows play. We'll see if that works out for him. It does. He's in. Contest. Wins it. How? Trade it out. Oh my god, it's non-stop. Florida back in control. The final 10.
You try to flank around back there, you get caught. It is the 50-50 fights right at the front line.
Oh, they're still going, baby. Brack's trying to keep him out of it. Arcety's there. Loses a fight. And here comes the pinch, though. Capsule brought down. Oh my god. LAG lead change again. Thieves goes wild. 10 seconds for the win.
I mean, there's simply no shot. I mean, Florida, they're going to have to flood for this one, but Thieves has found his corner, and I think he might have done just enough for the team. The last second attempt at the break, but it is not good enough. And LAG, boy, did they have to work for it. But they got that first hard point win.
What a hard point win it was. I disbelieve. I can't wait to see the stats of how those last 3 hard points looked. Non-stop engagements, non-stop kills. Barely a second gained on a few of them. The most ridiculous melee fiesta of just pushes and trades we may ever see in the COD League. We're going to a game 5.
And look, I cannot claim that any of that gameplay was necessarily clean. Have fun trying to break that one down. But I will say Joe Thieves absolutely was having some tippable plays. Not only did the guy have more than 2 minutes in the hill, but even on the P1, let alone the P2 towards the end, instead of like flying and being too aggressive and taking the solo chows, doing a very nice job of staying live and getting help from his teammates just to keep him in the mix. I mean, I think the P1 was more impressive to me, but then the P2 when he had just laying down to the front of Gallows that he turned in and just gunning a player down. I mean, that is sort of your vet style plays coming out of the rookie SMG. I know the slang didn't back it up, but I appreciate the IQ.
Hey man, we're all learning. We're all learning something. Back and forth we go to nail-biting hard points. An incredibly exciting round 11, a hotel that, yeah, whatever. And now Embassy, Search and Destroy. Final map here in this absolutely wild series. We were guaranteed at least one game 5, just based on the way the schedule looked today. And I'm glad it's the last one of the day. It's going to be done there. And Chance, we're going to Embassy. Before we go to Embassy, ladies and gents, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. On the other side of this one, game 5 of this nutty series. LAG versus the Florida Mutineers. Don't go too far. We'll be right back. right, ladies and gents, strap in. Game 5, last one of the day. And if you've got any fingernails left to chew, now's the time to get started on them. This is going to be an absolute banger. Fun stats coming through from Tim here. The last time LAG played aBeZy was in December the 16th. Way back then. That was a very different look in the roster, of course, but been a hot minute since then. Florida, what? End of January, which they lost to Boston Breach. Let's find out, though, what happens in this game 5. Let's eat it.
And Joe Thieves, obviously, with the electric map number 2, where he got the 3-piece towards the end of the pad of the stats just a little bit, but was a guy making big plays and even some pretty solid heads-up plays there in the final bit of the hard point. But it has just been a ridiculous series, just unpredictable from start to finish. Never a moment where I think anything made sense or we could tell what was going to happen. However, a player crashing can be predictable. That's exactly what happened there. So a slight delay before kicking off on MC again.
Who did it? Nastie stood up. He's having a word. There's someone on LAG. Who did it? I think it might be Brack. Nah, I don't know. Right, let's go have a look at the maps and modes. I'll find out who crashed. I'll find out for you, chat. Maps and modes, ladies and gents. What a series it has been. 250, 245 HyDra. Dumb lit. Mercado Search and Destroy. Round 11. Dumb lit. Yeah, whatever. And then that Fortress hardpoint. 250, 239. We watched some of the most absurd hill setups, breaks, gunny fights, 0 people in the hill time there on Fortress. That was a special one for sure. One we're going to be remembering for the good, the bad, and the ugly for a while to go. aBeZy, though, coming up now. We're getting to this one. Joe Thieves, big proponent in the shenanigans chance of that opening search and destroy. That Mercado, they lined up for him. He picked up a 3-piece in round 11.
And I'd say this is definitely going to be a map that plays quite a bit differently than Mercado for both of these teams. So it's still good to be a photo finish, nail biter all the way to round 11 type of series, but not in the same way that Mercado played. Going to be a little bit more illustrious with the strats, more room for creativity. And I would be curious to see of like how much snipe action we're going to see, because I don't know if I would necessarily call it dominance, but Brack certainly had the edge with the sniper in map number 2. And establishing the edge with a sniper on a map like this absolutely can be a game changer. But if you have one side for LAG, they haven't played it since 2022. Not like it's an easy time to make that call, but early nades to see if you got anything in the mix. The sniper will get used, but there's nothing down this A lane, at least not for the moment.
He take care of those cars. Brack won't get destroyed by any nades that fly his way. Nastie's, though, he could still do the destroying at range there. Joe Thieves has the cross covered. This could get ugly real quick. Got attacked. Hello! That's the party starter. What a play. Great opener from Florida.
Yeah, that is perfect. And already you get Havoc in position. This was what Florida liked to have happen. You get a sniper watching down the outer lane. You get Havoc the opportunity to make plays, and it looks like they're going to go straight towards a site. Good luck for Arceus. He's got the tight angle. Stun's going to check it. So does Havoc. Leading the charge. Brack gets the snipe, and just like that, round 1 should be done. Exceed. Best of luck with this one.
He's not going to see a thing here. We joked about it in the opening round that Brack struggles to hit the super easy shots, but the super hard ones, no problem. That's the round. Good work, Florida Mutineers. So if we get a chance on it, Brack's snipe was probably 10 out of 10. Insane. Godlike reaction. Definitely wasn't a guy just running through the middle of the map. And of course, joking. A wonderful opener there from Florida Mutineers.
Absolutely. I feel like with Havoc, you sort of get to pick your poison. Honestly, it would just be, hey, Havoc, what do you want to do? How can we set you up to just let you make that initial play? And again, once a guy like this gets in a good spot, he just feasts in search and destroy after the fact. So again, perfect stun check out to catch the player towards the middle of the map. And then as soon as the round, as soon as Havoc gets in the laundry, round is basically done. And that's only a trophy for Exceed. Nothing to shoot just yet. But if he stands up, it's him versus Brack.
Brack is chilling. I wonder what Brack looks like right now. There he is. Ooh. No, he's cool. All right, thanks, Exceed. No, he's chilling. Still. Playing this real slow. Caps has got the middle of the map covered. There we go. Brack lands another doozy. The snipes have been kind to him today.
Continues to have the edge, and that is a massive difference maker. 2 for 2 on first bloods for Florida in a different fashion this time. Fellow does get caught, though, in the middle of the map, and now Brack in the player cam and in game juking everybody out. But still 3 versus 3, and, well, Havoc, he always knows.
Oh, he knows. Hello. Oh, this is awkward. Nastie's, though, lays prone through the woodwork. Takes care of Havoc. Final 30 seconds, 2v3. LAG are making moves with Deddy. Wait a minute, Capsule, though. Can he finish this kill? Yeah. Can he get that one? Nah. Joe Deceives on the run. 20 to go. 2v1.
Oh, hello.
15 seconds. And Brack, you have had one hell of a round. 10 seconds to go. Will Joe Deceives be able to get onto the bomb? He might. He's not going to get it.
Oh,
not going to get it. And he's hoping for the chow. Nobody home. Florida Mutineers, 3-0.
Man, that's pain as well, because I think if Joe Deceives knew that it was a trophy player, not a Dead Silence player, you just go for the bomb plant, and you can just hear if he's going to be coming, but he played the 50-50. He guessed wrong, and that is another clutch from Brack with the snipe. Not just the first blood, but the 1v2 after the fact, and just catching players out, man. Doesn't even have to get all the kills to get the round. And if you got the sniper dominance, just hit the outer lane. You trust your boy to hit the shot. Let's see if he can do it again. 3 for 3. Ain't gonna miss in that battle.
Apologize, it's 2-0 so far for the Florida Mutineers, for those of you listening, not watching. And right now, Brack's about to hit another banger. Nah, he didn't. Nade's up, though. Arsty's in trouble. Teammates coming to back him up. Bang! Brack simply does not miss. Except for that other miss he had. Assault's up next. Peek it. Whoop! Nearly. Take 2. No. 3. Maybe. Good work, though. Man advantage, Florida Mutineers.
And the longer Brack gets to live for, the better. And the more kills Florida gets, even better. That cherry on top. Sniper dominance continues. The SMG is for Florida. Get to feast. And again, you just get them in prime position to make plays. They're going to deliver 10 out of 10 times. I mean, these guys have been on point. So 3-0 right now for Florida and LAG. They got to come up with something. Maybe ignore the sniper battle. Do something different. And honestly, working a flank without a trophy by trucks that explode, never a fun time.
Yeah, you see the value in using one of your own nades to take care of it. Mutineers cool for that one. I'm stealing that for ranked. Here we go. CDL to get on the board. We'll see if you can get one this round. As it has not been a friendly journey towards the B-bomb site, and there are a ton of Mutineers players. They're going, they're flying. Oh, baby. Arcity's in the fight now against Fellow. Fellow, can he win it? He's backed up, tagged up, running away into the restrooms. No, dead before he can even hit the window. Man advantage, LAG.
The question is, can he catch this player off bomb? I think Capsule may be thinking about peeking out wide, or maybe he just wants to jump on top PD after he gets planted. But Havoc up top, all for a bait, and Assault just fries him. Should lock up the round right there for LAG. Capsule for 1v3, but it's going to be a little bit noisy. And it doesn't matter how good your snakes are. As soon as you get spotted, just going to get shot in the back.
Here comes Assault. Oh, wait a minute. Is he too quiet? Is he too slow? Is he playing absolute safety? Hello. That's the round. LAG finally get on the board. Good stuff. Is this the first of many? We'll find out after this break.
And good adjustment as well, right? The sniper wasn't exactly paying off for you. RC's, I think that was Brack's sniper rifle he did it with, because he started off with a Vaznev in that round. So that was the switch up. One of your AR players just getting aggressive and saying, you know what, I'll just get the bomb down. I'm not having success. That'll be where we switch things up, and ends up making the play. Him and Judge Steve's working together over towards that sign. Gets the first blood, dealt with Brack's sniper. Now you just need a couple more adjustments. You had one on offense. Let's see what you got on D.
Let's go. We're back from our break. Oh, I couldn't stop plucking shots. 3-1. No, I think you're right. The snipes are away. Good cook. Ooh, trophy, baby. Assault though does land. Now Exceed, this snipe, who he has pulled out of his back pocket quite literally, might be able to do some work there. He's not in the usual spots. Will Brack spot him? Ay, gets on the board. Good stuff, Exceed. That's a massive win. And that is all Fellow.
And it's perfect as well, just because you get the pre-aim, and Fellow, you can hear it coming. That'll be a 1 versus 4 that he's looking for. It doesn't last very long. And again, 2 for 2 on the adjustments for LAG. Great nades coming out, the frags instead of the Semtexes, so you can cook it to perfection to get the guy off site. And then the sniper battle, much easier win when you get to be the guy that just holds the pre-aim. So Exceed showing up in the feed with the old boomstick.
Back to back for LAG. And we're starting to see the return, this confidence, this spring to life. Will the pressure get to the Mutineers? Last chance for a play call. Here we go.
It'd be interesting to see if Brack sort of sticks with it as well, right? Starts off 5-0, no success in the last 2 rounds, and I don't know if he wants to continue to snipe, but I do know that these players want to go straight towards the bomb, and Arcides just gets spotted. Doesn't drop the bomb, which is the only good news. The bad news is, ooh, could have been worse. Cat does get traded, so it is a 3v3.
Wait for it. Wait a minute. That's a tough snake. Takes an entire sniper round. That SPX, I mean, I would keep the receipt. You're going to want to get that one exchanged 3v3.
Yeah, very soft bullet that Exceed was shooting in that moment.
He's got them soft rounds.
You didn't know.
Brack.
1 out of every 5 is a rubber bullet.
Brack's in. Actually safe behind the vans. He's not going to get spotted out here, but Exceed. He's in the right place at the right time. That doesn't assure him victory, though. Havoc's got the cross watched. No, I don't know. We're going to snake all day.
And it's kind of just hopeless. I mean, Brack's watching the cross towards B, and obviously Fellow can chow that whenever he wants, and Havoc just has the perfect angle. There they come. Assault actually gets the entry, but there's the response. Assault, though, the reaction time just good enough. Now they just have to stop Fellow.
T fell. Is it? Good timing on the push here. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Assault. Go! Guns up! Perfect coverage. Nothing lost there by LAG, and it's 3 in a row.
That's a beautiful round as well, because they did not have a lot of time to work with. I do not know how Assault ended up finding the kill on Brack. I thought Brack was going to be perfectly safe behind those vans, but he gets that one, trades out Havoc, has the protection from his teammate towards the end, so not always easy kills to get. Adam Assault delivers, and we are all tied up. And for Brack, again, 5-0 start with the sniper. 0 for 3 in the past few rounds. See what adjustments are going to be made, but LAG certainly have flipped the switch.
I still keep using them. I mean, Brack, he's hit so many good ones.
And
no reason
has
not
a
to.
Cannon on him.
Yeah, my guy hit the Hadouken. Arstie's has crept out, and he's just being obscured by the side of the sniper scope there. He's not been spotted.
What? How did he not see him?
Yeah, right. That big old bad telescopic lens there on the SPX. Thieves lying in wait there by that door. Capstor's on the other side of it, making a lot of noise. And Thieves is literally, you can see him looking off screen, hearing exactly what's going on here. Brack with a perfect coverage. Capstor's going to make a move with that bomb, though. Clock's ticking.
And, of course, Arceus can watch at least the partial cross. I think you can only cross tennis court. And, by the way, Exceed is playing a sneaky sight around the bomb site. Are you ever going to be ready for that? The question is answered. Absolutely not. First blood there, only 30 seconds to go, and now you got to fly at this bomb.
Got to make something happen. It's starting to get a bit dicey right now for the Mutineers. Great dive from Havoc. Oh, dear God. Did he hear it? He didn't. I could hear it, but he heard nada. There's a player in bottom orange next to him. The gunfight is now on. Brack moving forward with a snipe, trying to help out. Exceed finds at least one with his teammates. Numbers are there. All down to Fellow now with 10 seconds on it. And it is going to be round number 4 in a row for LAG.
Yeah, that is unreal. Just a cheeky little spot from Exceed. And even after the fact, I don't know what exactly happened from Havoc's point of view, but he just felt the pressure that he could not get that bomb down. So goes for the challenge side of orange, but nothing you can do. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock, and you got a man down, and the bomb is down on site. That is a tough one for Florida, and the 4th in a row for Guerrillas.
Ooh. 4. Somebody stop him. We're looking at you, Mutineers. Started this search and destroy off so fantastically, and it has gone quiet. Havoc rolling forward. Does manage to avoid Exceed's sniper rifle for now. Cap. Perfect. Oh, smooth moves as well with the shoulders. Assault with an aid, though. He's in. Joe checks the... Oh, my God, he checked the wrong corner and then somehow hit the 180 on Havoc.
Hey, would you rather have awareness or a reaction time like that? In that moment, Joe Thieves will take the reaction time.
I'll take yes, Alex, for 600.
That's a loud cruise.
Hella loud. It's a missile. 7 spree for Assault, still rolling. Joe Thieves, the 2 spree this game already. Ridiculous. Bit of space to work with the bomb. Fellow's shadow will be completely visible here. The player on the bomb is in dire need of some assistance, and he's gone. Here we go. Fellow, don't move. They'll see that shadow, and you are a dead man. Here we go.
Has to move though to get the kills in. Oh my God. Assault literally just guns him down. I mean, he wasn't going to win that round anyway, but that is just absurd.
Well, here's the old look right, look nag. Unlucky, son. Absolutely.
That's disgusting. Stun grenades are effective.
Filthy. Absolutely filthy individual prowess coming out of the LAG players. Assault that final kill as well. Gross. The fellow was dead before he could really get even to the fight. Unbelievable. Match point LAG. 5 in a row.
I think if this goes long enough, Assault might be able to break the record of the longest streak in Search and Destroy. Just throwing that in the mix. 9 in a row. You got a trophy much closer to bomb, though, this time. So Capsule a little bit safer, except from the gunny, because Exceed was flying. Havoc, though, trades it out for the 3v3. But it's Jodeci's behind enemy lines. And he's at least able to turn this into a 2v2. And the strength on that young man is ridiculous.
Absolutely preposterous. Nastie's backs him up. A little bit of noise. Checks the corner. He's safe, though, to make the move out. Fellow is going to have to hit this. This is the power position you need. Oh, it's a Pistola from Arcites. What's he doing? Oh, he's explosive trophy. What is happening? 1v1. What is this round?
That's the second trophy kill Fellow has in this series. But now the question is for Jodeci, can he beat the 1v1 king? Havoc, he lives for it and just got the worst timing imaginable.
Oh, and just to make sure, spots it, guns him. The Mutineers, they break the spree and they stay alive.
And Havoc might have had bad timing, but also does have a headset, so that is free towards the end. Jodeci's nowhere to go. Shout out to Fellow's trophy. I mean, the real MVP.
I'd like to, if we have a clip of that, I mean, that's a tough one, observers, but if you have that, God only knows.
Was it Jodeci's that like threw the nade or a stun from the top stairwell or something, and it hit a trophy down low that killed Arcites? Because I don't think I saw Arcites throw anything, so that is unfortunate.
That's even crazy. Wow. Well, Havoc, the 1v1 Maestro survives. Puts his teammates in a much better position than they were. Right back at it we go. Exceed with that snipe. It's still match point LAG.
And the sniper for Brack, it was out towards the middle lane over by Xbox, so no sniper watching over the actual site. And if you got the coverage, maybe the confidence to try to plant the bomb. You see Capsule didn't want it planted, but ends up soaring into death for the 3v3.
Succeed reading the back lines. No one's going to be there, though. Mutineers on defense. They're so much closer towards that B-bomb than you think. Jodeci has a trophy at this moment in time. Wants to get that one ready to plot, to get down near that B-bomb site. And here we go. Fellow's in trouble. At foot. A miss.
Bomb plant, though. No one there for the trades.
Exceed clearly a foot guy going back at it again. 3v3. Here we go. Post-plant position is great from LAG so far.
Yeah, pop the dead silence and fly. Havoc is the desperation to try to make this play. Got to kill the bomb planter. You got to clear out top PD. Not gonna happen. Bracken a 1v3 with no time on the clock in LAG. They made the comeback. They got it done.
No way. It was 5 straight rounds. Heroics from LAG. And a big old GG's in the chat for them. What a victory. What a war this series was. And they have to be feeling great with that one. Hardpoint win. An insane one at that. On Fortress to force the game 5. And then 5 straight rounds against the Mutineers. After being down, 3 crazy stuff out of them. The game 5 victory goes to LAG.
And for anyone that thought that any of these players in the lobby maybe a little bit too young, well, that's in a series that'll age you about 5 years to give you that sort of experience. Hell of a run, by the way, from Adam Assault. The 9 streak that he goes on is the massive proponent of LAG turning things around. But not just that, play calls getting made. RC starts pulling out a sub to be more aggro in the mix. You start like getting the edge in the sniper battle after the fact. So it was a very tough 3 rounds that they had to deal with early on, but after the adjustments, went on a tear, made the comeback, and set themselves up for the opportunity because they got another series left. They started 0-3. They started not being able to win a hard point. The opportunity for a tie-break situation for the 2 and 3 winners bracket, not going to be easy, but potentially still on the cards.
Crazy series indeed. Well, we'll see what happens. The road to Major 3 is not quite finished, though. It is paved with the way of many ridiculous Game 5s, much like that one. GG's, chat. This was a big day of matches and predictions on point today. All three of them, baby. Desk, how are we doing? Are we good? Are we vibing? What's
Hey, me too, Miles. Let's
Three for three. I got one in there. Allie, how you feeling about your predictions today?
2 for 3.
Yeah, everyone's looking good except for me today. How you feeling, chat? I know my man Snakies is fired up. You just won another 250,000 channel points.
Sheesh.
56% of the chat was dead wrong with me, though. They went with the Mutineers, but it was LAG walking away with both search and destroys, and that's where we're going to start the clips. Game 5 SnD. You allowed Florida to go up 3 rounds, but then something swapped in the game. Name was, how did LAG battle back in this one?
Well, they made some pretty big adjustments. I mean, we saw early on, Brack was picking them apart. They tried to hit him with a pinch when they were on defense, and instead, after that, what we saw was Exceed and Arcees playing around bomb. Arcees pulled out a sub at a couple points in these rounds, so they were stopping them from getting that plant down 1. And then on the defense, we saw some great pushes as well. We saw a double push through the right side street, and I think how Assault was able to really go on that streak because he was really just playing off his teammates' contact. Anytime Exceed or Joe Thieves went to go make an initial push, Assault was right behind them, getting that kill above them. It just made sense, man. This is how you play search and destroy.
He seemed to be on point tonight. Assault, when he goes on this 9 streak, it looked like at that point Guerrillas weren't losing him.
Yeah, that's the momentum they needed, right? They started to go down early in this situation, and what better than your teammate to start going on a 9 spree? And what's so impressive about this from LAG is that they're one of the worst converting of their first bloods in the league right now during this split. And every time they got a first blood, they capitalized on the man, they got that bomb down, and they played the time. So good adjustments from the LAG camp.
Florida falls in both search and destroys as LAG is able to clutch up. Let's take a look at the box score here. And Joe Thieves, one of the more impressive players on the day. It didn't show up in the numbers, but the man was making moves every single game mode for me.
I mean, even if you think about that game 2 search and destroy, like where he's just sitting outside of Cantina, there's 2 players at hedges, he has to make a play. He finds 3. The man is cracked.
And if he doesn't, they lose that map number 2. So, I mean, shout out Joe Thieves.
That is Joe Thieves, one half of the SMG duo. But joining us live tonight, we've got to talk to Exceed, the man who bust out the big boy toy to silence Brack. He had that sniper in Game 5, and he joins us now live. Hi, Miles and Chance. I want to talk to Exceed, though. There he is. Exceed, tell me about this series. It was back and forth, and you guys eventually draw the last blow with the Game 5 victory. How are we feeling right now?
We're feeling good. You know, that was a huge one to hopefully get us in the winner's bracket. We still got an important one tomorrow against Vegas. And, you know, the map 1, we did our hard point special. So, you know, it's tough, but it was big to bounce back at that map, too. And Joe got a big 3-piece for us, so.
I completely agree, and this is, if any time to win, it is now. You know, obviously it's been a bit of a struggling qualifiers, number 3 for you guys. What was the preparation like heading into this matchup, and what steps have y'all been making to try and remedy, you know, your shortcomings?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like our hard point, it's not as bad as it's showing right now. And you know, our first stage we were really good, or I guess our first stage as a team, we were really good at hard point, and we were struggling at SnD and control, and it's kind of been flip-flopped this stage. And to be able to like clutch up that map 4 was huge for us because it's a big confidence boost because, you know, we know we're good at hardpoint. It's a matter of just closing out the maps because a lot of the ones that we've lost so far have just been trolls out of us. So that's a huge confidence boost for us.
Exceed, it seems like you guys are working on a ton of things and you know, it's showing in these series, back and forth, these nail biters. Every single map is so tense. So talk to me about the last match you had. You guys got clutched on, right? So what was the discussion like trying to fix these tense moments in games so you guys can come out on top?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how true it is, but I feel like with our team, we've gone to so many best of like map 5s, and honestly, we've been choking them a lot. So yeah. I mean, the one against London, obviously that stings. It stings a lot, but you know, it's one of those things where, you know, we win against Vegas tomorrow, we forget that ever happened, we go to the major, and we do, you know, we do what we can. So.
I like that call. So that is the final battle for you tomorrow. You're taking on Vegas. Who's calling the shots in search and destroy? Was that you doing it tonight? Who does it tomorrow?
Honestly, it's a big mixture between like a lot of us. It's just whoever's feeling it. I said before the map that I was going to snipe, and honestly, the first 2 rounds I think I got picked by Carson, and I was like, oh well. But it was big to bounce back, and you know, that one right there was for Javi.
There you go, my